On Saturday, I headed out with Rich and Reese out to Bendick-Murrill to the Young Dressage Championships, and Clyde the dog came along too. We just went for the Saturday. It was a 3-day championship event, but I wasn't prepared to go for 3 days. We've got a lot of other stuff going on at this time of year too. So we just popped out for the Saturday, and I did 2 unofficial novice tests. It was nice. It was a late start. My first test wasn't until nearly midday, and it's only a couple of hours drive out there. So I got to Platt up in the morning before we left, and we headed off about 8 o'clock, which was a very leisurely start. It's very funny leaving in daylight. This is the Novice 2A test in the closed unrestricted section. He did a reasonably decent job. We had a few moments in amongst it, but I was reasonably happy with it. We scored 62 point something%, and we were 4th place. And there was like 0.5% difference between 2nd and 4th. And later on, you'll see we have a bit of a moment with one of our canter transitions. And so obviously we scored pretty low with that. And, you know, it was so close that if we hadn't have done that, it would have made a world of difference. But that's what competing is, isn't it? It's all well and good to say, if that hadn't have happened. But it did happen, so it absolutely doesn't matter. But we're chugging along, getting our experience up, and, you know, each test that we do is a test closer to being that little bit better. Improving our walk is also something that we're working on, that will end up picking up some points for us along the way once we improve that. It's a bit of a weak point in his tests at the moment. He always likes to have a nosy around what's happening elsewhere. He can't just get on with the job of walking out. He's all a bit wishy-washy with it. But it's something that we're working on. This is the Novice 2B in the closed unrestricted section. That was a nice wonky halt there, wasn't it? I was really happy with this test. It scored 58 point something %, and we were 4th in this test as well. But I was really happy with it. He did everything that he needed to do when he needed to do it. There was no canter moments, which he's had a few of lately. Yeah, I was really happy with it. I think I need to remember to slow it down in dressage. I sort of did it a bit more in the first test. Not so much in this one. And it's really hard for him too, being such an all-rounder. You know, we do eventing, we do show jumping, we do dressage here, we do showing, and it's a lot of different things going on for him to need to be very adjustable in his mind as well as everything else. You know, when we show in our Welsh cob classes, you want them doing a nice big forward trot. When you're doing dressage, you really need them to come back and woo up, steady. So, you know, I'm not going to stop doing any of those things because I really like doing all of them, but it's just something that I need to be a bit more mindful of, that I've forgotten about it a bit in this second test. It was a lot faster in our trot. I needed to slow it down a bit more, which was something that the judge put in the comments, and they were really good comments. They were really positive, and it was really nice to see such positive comments from the judges. You know, I think he's got a lot of talent, and, you know, I'm not deadly serious about dressage, but it'd be really interesting to see where we can go with it. I think he's got the ability to go quite a long way if I was so inclined, which we'll see as time goes on. But I was really happy with the test. I was really happy with him for the whole day. He's so nice and easy to take out, especially on his own. You know, he's happy. Tied at the float while we go and get lunch, and we went and watched the pony, I think the 5C tests. Another Welsh cob won that. And he's gorgeous. It's very inspiring. But yeah, I was really happy with the weekend. I've probably said that 20 times, sorry. But I was. There's some really good positive comments to take away from the weekend, and lots of things that we need to work on, but there always is. And yeah, we'll see where we end up next with our dressage. We still need to work on our stretchy circles. He does tend to just go, oh, let's go, instead of just nice, steady and stretching. So it's one of the many things that we need to work on. And we come around to finish off our last test for the day, and we actually got an 8 for our centre line and our halt, which I was pretty chuffed with, so yay. Anyway, that was our day out at Young Dressage Championships. That was such a well-run event. The tests were online super quick. So were the results. It was really good. The lights on that car weren't actually flashing the whole time. They just seemed to be on the video. And there's Clyde in the car, ready to go home, saying, come on, let's go, guys. Hop to it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.